What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Sorry for the delay. I was running a little late. The reason I didn't do this for 9 o'clock is because I knew I wouldn't be able to do it in time for 9. And turns out 10 was even kind of pushing it a little bit, but I'm here. Hopefully you guys are all here too. I see Todd in there. I see Damon in there. What's going on, guys? Bear with me, I am putting on my gloves. So I put a post up in the group. I at everyone on it, but I know it's Friday, so I don't expect everyone to see it till maybe sometime tomorrow. But the next break to go up, wanted to kind of get your input. I was hoping, or I should say I was kind of feeling like doing some hobby. So I thought maybe a hobby box with a little bit of retail sprinkled in, some blasters or hangers or megas or something, or even cellos, or a mix of all. But I wanted to get your input on what hobby box you'd like to go with. So I left a list there. It's a pretty big list. 2020, 2021 product. I don't have any 2022 hobby in right now. I have a case of Donruss coming in a couple weeks, which we will be going downtown hunting with. But other than that, I haven't really invested much in 2022 hobby. But we're starting to hit the good stuff and getting excited about the Donruss downtown hunt. Will be fun. But tonight we're kaboom hunting with Absolute. We've got 10 Absolute blasters here. I got them all lined up in a pyramid to look cool, you know, because it's cool. But let's move them out of the way here. And we shall blow through these in what will be about an hour, maybe less. The thing with the the Absolutes are, there's a lot of rookies in the packs. So the rookies aren't extremely valuable. Obviously Kenny Pickett and guys like that are going to have some value, but for the most part, I'm not going to be sleeving every single rookie as we go. I'm just going to sleeve the big ones. You know, Ken Walker, Kenny Pickett, Garrett Wilson, you know, guys like that. Other than that, and then of course we'll sleeve and top load all the big ones too. All the big hits while we go through. So, looks like we're good to go here. I'm going to crack the first box. We'll go to the left side since only the right side is visible at this point. Or you know what? There. Now you can see the entire row. Good luck, everyone. Like I said, we're hunting kabooms here. That's the big card we want. Call your teams out. Call your players out. Tell me what you want, because you know what happens when you start calling it. Sometimes it actually happens. Happens more than it doesn't, to be honest with you. Alright. Pack number 1. I think there's mem cards in here too, so obviously we'd like to hit some of those. Mixon. Alright, Mariota. Who is that? That is... oh, it's Devontae Adams. Should have noticed with 17. Dobbins. Alright, Swift. Wilson. There is Robinson. There's a Bailey Zappi. I almost said Mac Jones. I gotta get off Mac Jones, guys. There's a Bailey Zappi right off the bat for the Patriots. That will get sleeved up. That is a... who is it? Majai Sanders and Andrew Booth. And then last call for the Washington Redskins. Or Commanders or football team or whatever they're called this week. All right. Next pack. Goff. Moore. There's a T-Law. Mooney. Smith. Anderson. That is Mr. Corral right there. See if he comes back next year and does anything. Wyatt. And that one is Lewis Sign. And then the green, Aaron Donald. And that kid reporter that I just dropped behind me that made a lot of noise. Oh, wait a second. My bad. That's not a kid reporter that I just dropped behind me and made a lot of noise. That's a stargazing. Jamal Adams. The reason it made a lot of noise, it landed flat on the floor. Doesn't look to be damaged, but Seattle, if there is any damage to it, I will include a much nicer card to replace it. And I'll still send it to you anyway on top of that. Justin Fields. That was my bad. I thought that was a kid reporter. Jalen Hurts. There we go. We're getting some names there, guys. Run CMC. Not quite enough to... Williams. There's Joey Burrow. What a pack. Kyle Pitts. There is Pierre Strong Jr. for the Patriots. Tyler Algier. Daxton Hill. Oh. What do we have here? Is it upside down? It was. A parallel of Christian Kirk for the Jags, who are still in the playoffs. And then Richard Sherman for Seattle on the Draft Diamonds. And the Kid Reporter. You guys can use these codes if you want, because I don't do anything with them. You see the code. So Christian Kirk. That's one of the parallels here. All right, next pack. All right, Lockett. Jamar Chase. All right, Patterson. Judy. Cooper. Formick. Metcalf. Rookie, is that our Breece Hall? That is Breece Hall. That will get sleeved. All right, Ford. There's Ahmad Sauce Gardner for the Jets, too. There you go, Jets. And a green Karlaftis. All right, 2 more packs in this blaster. And then I will sleeve up what's out there and put the rest in the sorter, and we'll move on to the next box. All right, Kittle. Oh, no, Bosa, my bad. Should have recognized that big giant helmet of his. Locke. No jokes about what I just said either. Goff. Moore. T-Law. Mooney. Hall. All right. Taylor. There is a Kenny Pickett for the Steelers. There's Mitch Trubisky on the green. And by storm, Christian Watson, who is a rookie. All right, 1 pack. Ooh, this one's thick. Oh yeah, we got a mem card. We have a mem card. Hawkinson. Gibson. Kirk. Sertan, PS2. Whatever, can't speak tonight. Chubb. DJ Moore. There's Johan Dotson. Washington. Woods for the Cowboys. Tyron Davis Price. And Devonta Smith on the Burners mem card. Pretty cool Philly. And then Kenneth Walker III introductions for Seattle. So not a bad box. Not a terrible box whatsoever. Devonta Smith, who may win himself his first Super Bowl ring this year. We'll see. All right, grab some sleeves. This will only take me a few seconds, folks. A couple of these will get put into top loaders and thrown over in the banger hanger. But I'm sure at some point they will get replaced by bigger bangers. Seeing as how we have 10 blaster boxes. Speaking of quarterbacks that could win the Super Bowl, we got a few of them here. Trevor Lawrence, although that's a kind of a long shot, but you never know. No one thought the Patriots were going to win it in 2001. And then you've got Joe Burrow, who certainly has a solid shot at it. And Jalen Hurts, who I think's got a better shot than most people think. A lot of people say they're the most complete team. I know the Chiefs have a great offense, but their defense is suspect. Sometimes it shows up, sometimes it doesn't. Curious how the Bills will do. Kind of wondering how they react to playing Cincinnati again, but this time in their home. When the last time they played Cincinnati, it was a hell of a tough moment for everyone. So do they step up? Does it inspire them? Or does it kind of frazz them a little bit? Does it throw them off? That's one thing they can't afford, is to be thrown off against a team like Cincinnati. They got to be on their game if they want to win it. Alright. Well, there's Pickett and Zappy. Not that I expect to see Zappy anytime soon again. Now that the Patriots are going to go actually get a real offensive coordinator. And hopefully get rid of Joe Judge and Matt Patricia. Or at least make Matt Patricia a low-end defensive coach where he belongs. Two of the worst coaches that are out there. I mean, look at Matt Patricia when he went to Detroit. He lost the damn locker room within 3 weeks of the season. I mean, I think that's a record for coaches. And then Joe Judge single-handedly tried to destroy Daniel Jones. Now Danny Dimes is back to being Danny Dimes and could get his first Super Bowl. I say could. Giants are a long shot. Speaking of the Giants, says Kadarius Toney, who is now a Kansas City Chief. Hooks. Waller. CeeDee Lamb. There's Mr. Evans. All right, Carter. Into the rookies. Hamilton. Duffy. Charleston Rambo. I like the last name. And then a Kyle Pitts green. That's worth a sleeve. Stargazing CeeDee Lamb. Next pack. Debo. Could be a Super Bowl winner right there. Montgomery. Sanders. Pittman. There's a Herbie. If you guys didn't see, there's Mixon. Mariota. Former Patriot linebacker, who's probably pretty close to retiring. That was with the Chargers this year. came out and just flat out said, we choked in that game. And they did. Carson Strong. White. And look at that, Roger Staubach. Draft Diamonds and Kid Reporter. And well, that's what they did. They were up 27-zip. I'd like to thank those Chargers for choking because I just sold a Trevor Lawrence RPA on-card booklet for a hefty sum of money. It was nice. Waller. Dobbins. Swift. Wilson. Notice the collation. Some of these guys going back to back in different boxes. Robinson. Fields. Hurts. See what I'm talking about? Alright. Cook. London. Let's leave London up. There's Strange. Is that Pickens? It is. It's Mr. Pickens. And this is Jermaine Johnson. It's a green rookie, so we will sleeve it, even though it would normally just thrown in the sorter for now. What are you guys saying on here? You're looking for Tua. We haven't had any Tuas yet. Yeah, it is a tough situation, and you don't know how the Bills are going to react. You know, I mean, you would think it's going to inspire them. So that McCaffrey, Williams, there's a Burrow, but you don't know. There's a Pitts, another Bosa, you know, and against a team like Buffalo against Cincinnati with Joe Burrow, there's a Drew Lock. Boy, you don't want to make any mistakes, or else you could be out of the playoffs pretty quick. All right, Kyle Phillips. That's Trey McBride, the #1 tight end taken this year. Snoop Conner. And Tyndall. We have the green Bosa. And by storm, Mr. Kyle Hamilton, which is a rookie. 2 more packs. All right, Goff. Boy, this is starting to look a lot like the last box. Moore. T-Law. If that's the case, you guys are going to end up with a lot of Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrows, and Justin Fields cards tonight. Mooney. Devonta Smith. Anderson. Lockett. All right, there's Mr. Thibodeau for the Giants, who's opened his mouth up a few times already this year. Gray. Quay Walker. And there's Sauce Gardner on the introductions. Sorry guys, didn't mean to take the pack off the screen, but if you look up in the live cam, you can see it hasn't been moved anywhere. Alright, Jamar Chase. Patterson. Judy. Cooper. Knox. Metcalf. Hawkinson. There is Brian Aswawa. Okay. Some of these names just kill me. There's Garrett Wilson. And Isaiah Likely. And another last call for the Washington Commanders. Alright, that's box number 2. So far, nothing crazy. We did not get a mem card or an autograph in that one. And we certainly did not get a Kaboom, because I had to have been making a whole lot of noise if we did. Because so far, not that we've done breaks with a lot of Absolute or Donruss products, but so far I have not pulled a Downtown or a Kaboom. I am very much due. Now I still have the rest of that case of Donruss Optic from last year, which is in that list I was talking about for hobby boxes. If you'd like to break a hobby box, which you would like to break, the rest of that case is still sitting there in the Downtown and the purple I think it's a Purple Wave parallel. It was an unannounced case hit parallel that was just kind of a surprise. Those have not been pulled yet, so they're still in there. There's a Downtown and the Purple Parallel. The SP Parallel, which is pretty cool. We wanted to pull one of those optic Downtowns. Especially Trevor Lawrence. I can only imagine what Trevor Lawrence Downtowns are going for all of a sudden. Yeah, you know what? It is an exciting postseason, even though my Patriots are not in it. We were spoiled being in it for pretty much 20 years straight. I don't think there was a year from when Tom Brady started that we didn't make the playoffs. I mean, there were years we didn't make the Super Bowl, which made a lot of non-Patriots fans happy because you guys were getting sick of seeing us in the Super Bowl. 10 Super Bowls, was it? Oh, no, 9 Super Bowls, 6 wins. That's what it was. 10 Super Bowls, 7 wins for Tom Brady. But yeah, it is an interesting because I mean, for the Giants to do what they did, not that it was totally unexpected, but you know, the Giants to make it through, to see the Miami Dolphins hang in there with Buffalo was kind of a surprise. See if there was a rookie in there I wanted to put out. I don't think there was. Maybe we could put Garrett Wilson out there. Yeah, the Cowboys should have got through Tampa. That was no surprise. Okay. Apparently I put Carson Strong in a top loader too, which he's going to eventually end up in anyway, but I wasn't planning on putting Carson Strong up there. He hasn't done anything yet. This guy, Garrett Wilson, though, for the Jets, he's done some pretty good things this year. Oops, sorry about that. Bumping the camera. All right. Box number 3. Good luck, folks. I will say one thing, though. It's interesting to see these young rookies coming out and doing it, you know? And this was a big receiver class this year, too, so these receivers start hooking up with good quarterbacks, and next thing you know, there's another Burrow. Oops. There was 2 security tabs in that box. Pitts, Bosa, Locke, Goff, Moore, Hila. Same damn cards every box. Chandler. That's, yeah, Jabo. There's Mr. Aiden Hutchinson. And Joe Montana Draft Diamonds. 49ers. All right. I thought that's who it was. There's a nice little card on the back of here. All right. Whoop. Hill. There we go. We're getting some different players now. D-Hop. Rogers. Does that mean we got a Kaboom in here? Parsons. Brown. There's that Johnson again. There is Brian Robinson Jr. What a story that was, huh? Getting shot before the season. There is, what is it? Chad Muma? Chad Muma. There's a Jameis Winston for the Saints, and behind that is a by Storm Kenny Pickett. So another Kenny Pickett there for Pittsburgh. I like to see everyone get their cards, but I especially like to see the guys that spent money on the big teams to get their fair share too. Nothing more I hate than going through a break with someone who spent a lot of money on a big team and they got crap. Which is why I'm hoping we pull a kaboom for somebody tonight. Hey, it could be two. These are not out of a sealed case, so. Alright, Mooney, Smith, Anderson. Oh, we've got another one of the parallels in the back. Lockett, Chase, Patterson. There is a Chris Olave. There's a, is that Brisker? Yeah. On Brisker. And there's a Trayvon Walker. And behind that is a, is that Ingram? It is. Yep. Keontae Ingram, running back for the Arizona Cardinals. I have to look up what the name of that is. And there is a Johan Dotson Introductions for Washington. You see on the boxes here. That's right, we get the explosives there in the retail as well, so we could get those. Yeah, it doesn't say. I can't remember what these parallels are called. The red, white, and blue ones. I apologize, but I have done very little absolute retail break. They're nice looking cards though, and especially when you can get a rookie on one of these parallels. You know, if we can get a Kenny Pickett on here. All right, 3 more packs to go. Let's do this. All right, Kelsey. Good. We're starting to see some new names here. Najee. Thomas. McCourty. There's Mr. Cup. Mr. Kirk. Mr. Kirk Cousins. There's a Saquon. Saquads as they call him. That is a Karen Williams for the Rams. There's Uzukanma from Miami. And Troy Anderson. Whoever thought that we'd be getting guys with these gigantic helmet covers in the preseason. And look at that. Aiden Hutchinson green for Detroit. There you go, Detroit. A nice little hit. Getting the green parallel. All right, 2 more packs. All right, Patterson. And Cooper, going back to the same names. Knox, Metcalf, Hawkinson, Gibson, Perk, PS2. All right, Christian Harris, Treylon Burks for the Tennessee Titans. Jeremy Ruckert. Ruckert. I'm sorry, that's Ruckert. My bad for the Jets. And we have a Russ Wilson green parallel. And last call, Brashard Perriman. Not a super exciting pack there, folks. This is a thick feeling pack. And we have a mem card. All right. Greenard. Jacobs. Schultz. All right. Different players this time. Fournette. Donald. Trubisky. All right, McCreary or McCready. Is it McCready or McCreary? McCreary. Sorry, guys. The chrome on these cards is so difficult to read the name. This one is Taylor Britt for Cincinnati. There's a Jameson Williams, and we'll go and get Joe Burrow on the Stargazing. And then we're going to flip over to a David Bell, the Browns, on the patch card. It's just a regular memorabilia card. But it's a rookie. Jameson Williams, I think, is going to make some noise next year. If you're not collecting his rookie cards now, you should be. Who are we moving? We'll move Garrett Wilson. All right, that concludes box number 3. Right. Just gotta sleeve up this little stack of cards here, and then we'll jump on to box number 4. So aside from the super expensive stuff, National Treasures, Flawless, Impeccable, Immaculate, what are some of your favorite hobby boxes? If I were to pull a hobby box out and throw a couple small retail boxes with it and do a PYT break, what's the stuff you guys like? You guys are in the chat. You know, are you Optic fans? Are you Prism fans? Well, Prism's pretty expensive for hobby. Not that Optic's cheap, but it's not as bad as Prism. Prism and Select are really expensive for hobby. Are you guys more into Chronicles, or do you like Obsidian, or let's say Mosaic? Mosaic can be pretty pricey too, but it's not quite as bad. It's right in line with Donruss Optic. I'll say one thing, you guys are going to get a lot of cards today. 660 of them, and there's a lot of big name quarterbacks coming out. Alright, next box, box number 4. Open one of these boxes, will surprise us with a kaboom. My problem with retail with kabooms is from what I read, you cannot get the green or the gold kabooms, the numbered ones. You only get the regular kabooms, which, hey, I'm not complaining, you know. If I'm sitting on the Pittsburgh Steelers or something like that, and I get a Kenny Pickett kaboom, and it's not a numbered one, yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm not complaining. How about you guys? But you also can't get the horizontal kabooms. Only the vertical ones are in retail. Not that there's a ton of horizontals, but there are. Waller, Lamb, Evans, Carter, Samuel, Montgomery, Sanders. This is Booth Jr. There's a Matt Corral. There's a Devonta Wyatt. And then a Richard Sherman Draft Diamonds for Seattle. Connor. Alexander. There's our first Josh Allen of the night. I was wondering when he was going to show up. Henry. Bolton. Wentz, who I think is Wentz out of the league. So I don't know if that's Lewis Seen or Sign. I've never watched really any Minnesota games, so I haven't seen it. Seen his name pronounced. Pierre Strong Jr. Tyler Allgeier. And look at that. Kansas City with a Patty Mahomes green parallel. And there's our second Christian Watson by storm of the night. So I have to say that in my mind, Buffalo and the Chiefs, the Bills and the Chiefs are the two favorites to win the Super Bowl in my mind. But I think this is really one of the biggest any given Sunday playoff runs I've ever seen. So let's see who we taking out of here. We will take Mr. Williams out and we will put Mr. Mahomes in. Nothing will surprise me. You know, if Jacksonville makes it to the Super Bowl, I'm not going to be surprised. They've been playing damn well. I've watched a few of their games and pretty damn impressed with what Trevor Lawrence has done. Pittman, Herbie, Mixon, Mariota, Adams, Dobbins, Swift. That is Daxton Hill. There's Breece Hall, Jerome Ford, and Kenneth Walker introductions again. I believe that's the second one we've had of him. You think I should pick it? Well, that's the problem. I can't, because if I pick something that nobody likes, no one's going to grab teams, and the whole idea is to... When you go hobby, hobby's a bit more expensive. I mean, what was the most expensive team here? $33, was it? Pittsburgh? And there were some teams for as little as $6, which, you know, $3.50 or more of that is shipping. So, you know, it's you get into hobby and some of these boxes are $600, $700, $800 a box. So there's no such thing as the top team being $30. Now the top team's $70, $80, $90, and not everyone's spending that kind of money right now. So, you know, that's Kamara right there. Williams. Well, this is a group of players we haven't seen yet. I want to make sure it's something people are at least interested in. Deshaun Watson. Johnson. There's Tua. There's the first Tua of the night. Murray. Jones. That is Sauce Gardner. Logan Hall. And that's Taylor. We have a rookie green parallel. That's David Ojabo. I mean, if I were to go with something, I don't know, I'd either want to go with Mosaic because there's a lot of cards in it. So everyone's, you know, there's parallels and autographs and everything else in there. So there's a good shot at getting, you know, getting something where then if I were to go the other route and say a box that doesn't have a ton of cards but could be good, I think either Obsidian or Origins. You know, I like both of those for boxes that only have like 5 or 6 cards in them. But then of course, like, Limited's kind of cool because it's not super expensive. And you get, I think 2 autographs and a mem card. But my favorite's Optic, but it's an $800 box. So, all right, Wilson, Robinson, Fields, Hurts, Run CMC. We're getting back into these players again. Williams, but that's good for Pittsburgh because that's where we found Kenny Pickett before, and there's another Kenny Pickett. Excuse the alarm. All right, Johan Dotson. Oops, got a security tag there in the way. All right, Woods for the Cowboys, and Scary Terry McLaurin green parallel for Washington. Last call, looks like KJ Osborne and Kid Reporter. So, I mean, what I could do is take a hobby box that isn't super expensive, like a limited, and pair it up with some good, retail, like Prism or Select, or even some of these absolutes. We can even mix up 2021 and 2022 if we wanted to. Steph Diggs, and do something like that. Keep the price down, but at least have a good shot at some good stuff. Tannehill, Patty Mahomes, Scary Terry, Jameis Winston, Russ Wilson, Stafford. All right, that is Davis Price. This one is Leo Chenal. And is that our first Dameon Pierce? It is our first Dameon Pierce rookie card for Houston. Stargazing Myles Garrett. And that concludes box number 4. No Kaboom yet, but then again, Kabooms are rare, so not exactly expecting them to just pop out of the woodwork. I think most of us are just hoping that we can see one. I've got my fingers crossed. I'm hoping I can pull one for you. Love nothing more than to do that. That's the thing with retail and hobby too. The chances of getting a 101 in retail, it's slim. I mean, it's super slim. Where if we pull out some hobby boxes, we could hit a 101. We could hit some really nice stuff, and not to mention the number of autographs. Obsidian's got a few autographs and mem cards in those boxes, and they're not stupid expensive. Maybe we go Obsidian. 2021 Obsidian, and maybe mix in some Select Prism. Select and Prism 2021 retail. That might work. We can also go down the road of 2020. It's a little pricey, but like Contenders football, it's 5 autographs. Who knows? Maybe we'll pull a massive Joe Burrow hit, or Jalen Hurts, or Herbert, or Tua. I mean, you've got a lot of choices there. Never mind Justin Jefferson. 2020 is a hell of a draft year. Right, everything's in soft sleeves. I'm just going to put a couple of them here in top loaders, just for the review at the end of the break. And don't forget, at the end of the break, we select one of you for a free spot in the free football break as well. And if you haven't noticed in the group yet, it's that time of year. I have the Super Bowl Squares contest up. It's a free contest. All you have to do is just claim a team or a spot in a break not a spot in a mini. It has to be in a break. So if it's a, let's say I end up doing a random team break, and you buy spots. That way you don't buy your team. You know, you pick a spot, you'll get a square. You pick a team and pick your team break, like this one, and you'll get a square for every team you pick. And there's no limit to how many squares you can get. It's just that once we hit 100, it's full. No more people will get squares. And what the prizes are? Well, free break credit. That's right. So first quarter score will get $20 break credit. Whoops. These guys don't want to stay up. Go. Second quarter, same thing, $20 break credit. Third quarter, same thing, $20 break credit. But if you are the lucky one to have the final score of the Super Bowl, you will get a $100 break credit. All right, we are on box 5, pack 1. Lockett, Chase, Patterson, big surprise. Judy, Cooper, Knox, who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Yeah, look at that. Pierre Strong Jr., Allgaier, Daxton Hill. This is a Hawkinson green parallel, and Cam Chancellor draft diamonds. So nothing crazy there. It's kind of funny how this collation is done with Panini here. It's almost like you can predict it once you open it and you start seeing the players. Jacobs, Schultz, Fournette, Donald, Trubisky, first Lamar Jackson of the night, first Damian Harris of the night, and Jonathan Taylor. This is a little bit different. There's a few familiar faces in there, but Breece Hall, Sauce Gardner, Logan Hall, and by storm, Breece Hall. So, guys, I'm telling you right now, the way this is collated, there's going to be a lot of teams getting a lot of the same rookies. And some teams may be getting shut out of their big rookies. I have not seen any big rookies from Tennessee yet. So hopefully that'll change at some point here, but it's just one of the things I noticed so far. I think we've only had one Tennessee rookie. Metcalf, Hawkinson, Gibson, Kirk, PS2, here we go again. Chubb, Moore. That would be Mr. Taylor. There's another Kenny Pickett. There's another Johan Dotson. And look at that. It's a Jerome Ford green parallel. But yeah, we haven't seen Malik Willis yet. We have not seen... Mr. Atlanta quarterback yet either. I don't know. I don't know. Mr. Ritter. I've not seen him yet. Let's see what happens. Jefferson. Here we go. Danny Dimes. There we go. This is changing it up. Davis Mills. Derek Carr. Dak Prescott. Tommy Boy Brady. There we go. Akers. So maybe we'll get some different rookies here. We've had Woods before. We've had Davis Price. We've had Shamal and Antonio Gibson for Washington on the green. And hey, Aiden Hutchinson introductions. That's a new one. There we go. Feels a bit thick. See what we have. Well, yeah, we have a mem card. And we have some different names here. That's good. Waddle. Connor. Alexander. Josh Allen. Henry. Oh, we started to. Bolton. Are our rookies here. There's another Damian Pierce for Houston. That's Chandler. That is Ojabo. And this is, well, this is weird. This is, one's backwards. Is it an auto? Oh, no, my bad. The mem card's backwards. There is a card behind it. So let's bring the card out from behind it. Last call, Travis Kelce. I saw the Kelce on the back. I'm like, oh, did we get a Kelce auto? That'd been so cool. We have pulled the Kelce auto before. So last call, Dave Kelce for Kansas City. And rookie force for the Ravens, Kyle Hamilton. Notre Dame alum. That goes up to Baltimore. So that's our third mem card of the night. We'll pick it out of there. All right, one more pack. Box 5, and we've hit the midway point. All right, new players. We're starting to see different ones. Mac Jones, Trey Lance. There we go. There we go. Hollywood Brown, Matty Ice. There is Mr. Austin Eckler. It's Tony. Cooks. Aiden Hutchinson. Johnson. There is Brian Robinson. And stargazing on Matt Stafford with the kid reporter behind it. All right, well, still no Kaboom. But I have plenty of absolute blasters. If we want to go Kaboom hunting more, we can do it. Before we go downtown hunting. I don't want to give Panini any ideas because you have the downtowns, you have the regular downtowns with Donruss, which is coming out in a couple weeks, and then you have the optic downtowns as well, and then actually you have downtowns in Panini 1 as well. They've never put Kabooms in anything else but absolute. So I kind of, in my mind, wonder if that makes the Kabooms a little bit more valuable. Because there aren't different variations. Oh, they put the downtowns in the clearly Donruss as well. The acetate downtowns. So, you know, there's a lot of downtowns out there with different variations and forms. Where the Kabooms are, they're just the Kabooms, that's it. So that's the first Mac Jones and Trey Lance we've had, and Tom Brady. You'd think they were short prints the way this is going. Lord knows we've had plenty of Herberts and Burrows and Chases and Allens and Trevor Lawrences and Justin Fields. No shortage of them tonight, which is good for those teams. That's your PC. So 3 Kenny Pickett rookies so far. Steelers are certainly hitting, and they're just hoping to hit on something a little bit better than a base rookie. Just like everyone else is. All right, box 6. Here we go. thought I felt a security tag under there, but I guess I was feeling things. Alright. Lamb. Evans. Moore. Oh no, that's not Moore. That's Carter. Debo. Montgomery. Sanders. Pittman. This is weird. Steph Diggs, Green, and Trayvon Walker introductions. Not a single rookie in this pack. There is supposed to be 11 cards per pack. We got 1, 2. This Diggs Green I'm going to sleeve up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 9 cards. We got ripped off 2 cards, which should have been rookies. The pack did not get a single rookie. And of course, there's nothing you can do about it with Panini. Even if you sent them proof, they're just going to ignore you. They'll ignore you if it's a $5,000 box. They don't care. Forget about a, $30, $35 blaster box. Williams. Watson. Johnson. Tua. Murray. Jones. Diggs. There is Chanel. Woods. Dotson. Najee. Oh no, it's James Pierre. Last call. Kind of weird. I thought it was Najee for a second there. Herbie. Mixon. Mariota. Adams. Dobbins. Swift. Alright, Khalil Shakir for Buffalo. That is Calvin Austin for the Steelers and Sam Howell Green for Washington. Almost felt like we got shorted a card on that one too on the backside, but who knows. Alright, Tannehill. Patty Mahomes. Scary Terry McLaurin. Winston. Russell Wilson. Cook. Stafford. There's Williams. That is Kenneth Walker. Seattle. That one's Elam. Yep. Kair Elam for Buffalo. And then we have a Tannehill Green and a Stargazing on the Dalvin Cook. Oh, I did feel a security tab. Thought I did. I thought I felt one poking me. All right, Kamara, Williams, Watson, Johnson, Tua, Murray. You notice that? Tua, Murray. Everything's in order. You gotta mix these up better. Gray. Wait, Walker. That is Asamoah, Brian Asamoah for the Vikings. A green Joe Mixon. And introductions Sam Howell for Washington. Cousins. Barkley. Grenard. Jacobs. Schultz. Fournette. There is Mr. Donald. Alright, Bo Melton. That's a new one. There's our first Desmond Ridder for Atlanta. There's that Mr. Kalafdis for Kansas City. And this is a rookie Brian Cook for Kansas City on the green rookie card. All right, that concludes box number 6. 4 more boxes to go. 4 more chances to find a kaboom. Now this is a lot of cards for me to sort, and the postal service shows up here pretty early on Saturdays because they close at noon here. So it's probably highly unlikely I get these out tomorrow, because I like to get them out usually the next day, but it's really going to be Monday before these go out to you guys. Just because there's nearly 700 cards I have to sort and pack and all that fun stuff. Do a poll on Facebook? Yeah, I actually have a post up there for people to comment on it. Not a poll, because you have to look at the list of hobby boxes that are available for you guys to pick, and then the retail boxes on top of it. And that's not even all of it. I mean, if you guys really want it, I've got Flawless. I've got 2021 Flawless up here. It's only going to be about 8,000 for the box, but if you guys want to break it and you want to pay for it, we'll break it. I'm down. I can even do it for 7,500 bucks. But I think what else I've got for a hobby that's fairly expensive. There's a few things I think I've got a box of Immaculate up there. I'd have to take a look, but I didn't bother throwing that stuff in because it's super expensive. But trust me, I'd love to rip that box of Flawless and see what's in there. So Todd, yeah, if you go in the group and just scroll down the feed, you'll see that I put a post in that was just asking you guys for your input. You can go through the list of what I put out there is available to go in the break. Just tell me what you like, and I put the approximate cost of each box, so they'll give you an idea of, just so you can kind of gauge out, well, if we go with a $900 box of product, the team's going to be fairly expensive. If we go with a a $400 or $500 box of product, then the teams won't be anywhere near as expensive. All right, 4 boxes left. Let's rip one. I have a hard time deciding on what what I want to open, because I kind of like everything. I think that if there's anything that I would say I don't like Score. I can't stand Score. I don't know why. I just can't stand it. I mean, I like when they do the Chronicles and they do the Score updates. The chromed out cards. I think that's nice. Yeah, I don't like Legacy. That's another one that they do in the Chronicles update that I actually like. I'm interested in bringing in some Illusions when it comes out, and I'm definitely interested in bringing in some Zenith as well. I have 2020 Zenith. If you guys want to do a 2020 product that's not super expensive, because 2020 stuff right now is really high priced. I think Zenith is going for like $5.50 a box right now, so it's at least somewhat affordable. And there's a few autographs in that too, so it's pretty good. And I think Zenith even has the chance of getting an on-card RPA, on-card auto. So, all right, Winston, Wilson, Stafford, Cook, Hill, D-Hop, Rogers. This is Taylor Britt. That's Jameson Williams. That is Jalen Petre. Stargazing Aaron Rodgers and Kid Reporter. But yeah, Zenith is coming out for 2022 as well. Thinking about 6 or 7 days, the FOTL boxes will be available. And about a week after that, the regular ones will. So, Tony, Cooks, Waller, Lamb, Evans, Carter, Sky Moore. There's a good one for the Chiefs. Tyler Gordon, Kyle Hamilton. There's a green Jonathan Taylor for Indy. And look at that, Andre Reed, Draft Diamonds, 1985. Kind of funny because I'm pretty sure wasn't Andre Reed a rookie? Wasn't he a 1986 Topps rookie? I know Bruce Smith was, so maybe he was before Bruce Smith. What am I doing putting that? Oh, why am I putting that card in a top loader? It is not a valuable card. Don't mind me. Reminiscing. I grew up in the late 70s and 80s sports cards. I have a full 1986 set, including not just the Jerry Rice rookie card that is in the set that I built, but I also have a couple other Jerry Rice rookie cards. Alright, Parsons, Brown, Kelsey, Najee, Thomas. Alright, Cup, McCourty, McDuffie. There is, oh, that's that Charleston Rambo again. Carson Strong, Jameson Williams by Storm, and Kid Reporter. Alright. Not bad. Montgomery, Samuel, Sanders, Pittman, Herbie, Mixon, Mariota. Alright, Zamir White, Rashad White, Brian Cook, and Jeremy Ruckert. Looks like Jalen. Tell any of these. The names on the absolute cards are really much harder to read than a lot of the others. Not impossible, but when you're trying to roll through them like this, makes it a little harder. It was a baseball break I did. It was the first baseball break I had done. I hadn't done baseball in ages. Wasn't really even following baseball, so I knew, the big names, but really didn't know a lot of the other names. And the print was so damn small that even with my glasses on, I could not see the names on the cards. It was painful. Cousins, Saquon, Greenard, Jacobs, Schultz, Fournette. That is London. That's Mr. Strange. That is Mr. Pickens. That's a Justin Jefferson green. And look at the introductions of Drake London right there. Nice looking card. And a Kid Reporter. One more pack, and wow, it is thick feeling. I think we have another mem card, and we do. We have another mem card right there. Let's hope for a big rookie. Adams, Dobbins, Swift, Wilson, Robinson, Fields. This one is Phillips. Yeah, still no Malik Willis for Tennessee yet. Trey McBride, Connor, Pierre Strong Jr. for the Patriots. So we got a rookie and a last call, Zay Jones. So there's a Patriot, Pierre Strong Jr. he got some playing time this year, considering that's a strong backfield in New England with Ramondre Stevenson and Damian Harris. Not an easy time to get reps, but he did. I think most of his time on the field was when Damian Harris was out with the injury. But he looked good. He didn't screw up. I'm sure he earned some of Belichick's trust. And I think Damian Harris is, I don't know if I remember, his contract is up. So I think they were planning on, well, I think they'd like to keep him, but I think they thought he was going to be too expensive to keep. But now that he got hurt last year for a little bit of time, might have drove his stock price, his price on his stock down a little bit. So they may be looking at being able to retain him. Certainly would love to. He's a hell of a running back. And I'm sure there's plenty of teams out there drooling over him. But, Patriots have champagne problems when in the backfield. Ramondre Stevenson's probably as good as most backs in the league. There's probably only a couple others I'd rather have than him. Obviously, Jonathan Taylor being one of them. Maybe Derrick Henry in his prime, but not Derrick Henry today. We'll see what happens with one Mr. Damian Harris. And of course, we're still in the playoffs, but not that far off from having a draft. And more guys coming into the league. All right. Just a couple to top load here, folks, and we'll be on to box number 8. All right, and here we are, box 8. Good luck, guys. Hoping to pull you a kaboom or an explosive. Maybe even get an autograph card out of here. We've gotten what? 1, 2, 3, 4 mem cards out of 7 boxes. We're due for an auto. What do you think? Call it out. Who's the auto going to be? Put it in the chat. Evans, Carter, Samuel, Montgomery, Sanders, Pittman. There is another Pickens, Phillips, McBride, Devontae Adams green, and stargazing Patty Mahomes. Not a bad first pack. Top of the pack, Mr. Herbert right there. Mixon, Mariota, Adams, Dobbins, Swift, Wilson, same order over and over again. Connor, that's Tyndall, Thibodeau, and Draft Diamonds Chris Carter, 1987 for the Eagles. Robinson. Fields. Hurts. Run CMC. Now that is a Panthers too. Those McCaffreys are coming through as Panthers, not 49ers, of course, as expected. Williams. Burrow. Pitts. This is Danny Gray. Way Walker. Brian Asamoah. And a Leo Chenal green parallel for the Chiefs. Next pack. Bosa. Locke. Goff. Moore. Elaw. Mooney. I think I've been calling these Moonies Montgomerys when I'm getting them. Garrett Wilson. There's Isaiah Likely. There's a Tyquan Thornton for the Patriots. First one of him. J.K. Dobbins on the green. And by storm, Malik Willis. Finally a Malik Willis card for the Titans. Normally I wouldn't throw this up on the board, but let's get it up there. The Titans finally got something. Let's take, let's take Kenneth Walker down. He's been up there a while. Oh, looks like another mem card here, folks. Yeah, looks to be. All right, Smith. Oops, bear with me. Had the order wrong there. Smith, Anderson, Lockett, Chase, Patterson, Judy, Khalil Shakir. That's Calvin Austin, Sam Williams, and introductions, Kenny Pickett. There we go, another Pickett for the Steelers. And we'll taste it. So a rookie force for the Cowboys, Jalen Tolbert. So right up against the Sam Williams Cowboys rookie. You get this rookie force, Jalen Tolbert for the Cowboys. Nice. And last pack. Cooper. Knox. Metcalf. Hawkinson. Gibson. Perk. PS2. That's Mafe? Yep. Boye Mafe. There's a Kenneth Walker. Alright. That's Khair Alam. Last Call Joe Hayden. And Kid Reporter. Alright. That was box 8. So we now have, what was it, 6 mem cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mem cards. Yeah, 5 mem cards so far. Let's get an auto. Let's make the last 2 boxes. One of them has an auto, one of them has a kaboom. Deal? What a way to end the break. We could do an auto and a kaboom. Todd, you got the boys? Yeah? Oh, yeah, you do. There you are, right on the list there. Yeah, the Cowboys have been eating tonight, that's for sure. Alright. Couple cards here I'm going to throw in top loaders. Alright, 2 boxes left. Alright, we're making this pact, right guys? Autograph in one, kaboom in the other. Let's do this. Get that mojo going, guys. Friday night. Let's do it. Let's get her done. First pack. Josh Allen. Way to start. Henry. Bolton. There is Wentz. Mara. Williams. Alright, Velus Jones Jr. That's the first one we've had of him. Oh, Nakobe Dean. Jeez. Didn't even recognize the name there. Hard to read. And, again, hard to read. We get a green Trey Lance with Arnold Ebiketie. We got a Trey Lance green and a Shannon Sharp draft diamonds. What's going to happen with Trey Lance, folks? What are they going to do? Watson. Johnson. Tua. Murray. Jones. Diggs. Tannehill. There is a Malik Willis. Finally, the base rookie of Malik Willis right there. Jackson. There's Christian Watson for Green Bay, finally. We've had a couple of his, I think, introductions of By Storms or whatever. And speaking of By Storms, there's a By Storm Johan Dotson for Washington. Kind of curious what they're going to do with Purdy, what they're going to do with Lance and Jimmy G. You know, I mean, we know Jimmy G's leaving, but Patty Mahomes, Scary Terry, Winston, Wilson, Stafford, Cook, Hill. This is, that's McBride, right? No, Tyler Beatty. Or Batty. Alright, Haskins. That's the Marvin Leal, the Steelers. And a green Breece Hall for the Jets. So not just a Breece Hall, but a green one. A color match green parallel. Nice one for the Jets there. Too bad he got hurt. Almost guaranteed Rookie of the Year. Battling his teammate Garrett Wilson for it. D-Hop, Eraj, Parsons, Brown, Kelsey, Harris. Good players in this pack. Let's hit some good rookies. Cook. What's that? Oh, look at that. Zappy. Davis. So we got a Zappy for the Patriots. And a Hollywood Brown for the green. Chris Olave on the introductions. Thomas. McCourty. That's Cup. Cousins. Barkley. Greenard. Jacobs. Sanders. Booth Jr. Corral. And last call, Amon-Ra St. Brown. St. Brown's pretty damn good receiver. Well, last pack. Can we get an autograph or a kaboom in here? Oh no, we'll see. Schultz. Fournette. Donald. Bisky. Jackson. Harris. Taylor. Not looking good. Wyatt. That's Scene. Pierre Strong Jr. Stargazing on the Kyler Murray and the Kid Reporter. Alright, so no. The answer was no autograph, no kaboom. So now, can we get one or the other in the next box? Or it doesn't have to be a... It doesn't have to be a kaboom, it could be an explosive. We'll take either. I mean, we prefer the kaboom. You know, we'll take an autograph. If we can't get a kaboom or an explosive, we'll take the autograph. But, or even better, put a kaboom, explosive, and autograph in that box. Let's do that. So let me just sleeve these up, and we will crack that last box. And hey, we've had last box magic here before. We've had last pack magic. It's not uncommon. It's not super rare. It happens. Right. Couple of top loads. Definitely some pretty healthy stacks here, folks. All right, and off we go. See if I can get the name. Bear with me. Before we crack this, the name of this parallel that we got. Oh, it's Kaleidoscope. All right, that would make sense. So it's a Kaleidoscope parallel. So that's what this is here. I call that the Kaleidoscope parallel. Hey, look, we've gone through 9 boxes. We've only pulled 2 of them so far. So, you know, they're not exceptionally rare, but they're not exceptionally easy to pull either. So it's pretty cool. Like pulling those. Box 10. Whoops, got a pack trying to stick in there. Good luck, folks. See if we can get a monster here. Well, first pack we have a mem card. So that kind of takes away our chances at an auto. Fields. Hurts. Run CMC. Williams. Burrow. Pitts. Who is this? Greg Dulcich. That is Alec Pierce. Oh, Matty Stafford. Kenny Brooks on the rookie. Matty Stafford is the patch card. Super Bowl championship fabric. Stargazing Dalvin Cook behind that. Pretty nice right there, folks. They're for the Rams. I don't know if he'll stay in San Francisco. If Purdy's their guy, they're not gonna want to keep him on the bench. Rams, Nick. Nick, nice hit there. Let me see something. Not game worn. And it's not from any specific, so that piece of memorabilia is not from the Super Bowl. Too bad. That'd be really cool. Nice card nonetheless. Congrats, LA. Considering LA was probably like a $6 team. Winston. It's nice to get a card like that when you got a low money team. Wilson. Another Stafford. Cook. Hill. D-Hop. Rogers. This one is Gray. Quay Walker. And Brian Asamoah. Again. Alright, Draft Diamonds. 2016, Tyreek Hill. And Kid Reporter. And Security tab. Alright. Carter. Debo. Montgomery. Sanders. Pittman. Herbie. There is Garrett Wilson. There's Isaiah Likely. There's another Tyquan Thornton for the Patriots. Tyreek Hill on the green parallel. We're getting some nice green parallels. And by storm, Jalen Tolbert for the Cowboys. All right, Parsons, Brown, Kelsey, Harris, Thomas, McCourty. There is Lamar Jackson. There is Shakir. All right, Austin, Williams, Trayvon Walker on the introductions, and Kid Reporter. 2 packs left. Can we get the last box? Kaboom. Well, I'm looking at the side here, and I would say that if we are, it's going to be last pack magic, folks. Don't see anything that looks like a kaboom in there, but hey, we'll see. Mixon, Mariota, Adams, Dobbins, Swift. Wilson. That's another one. Where's Wilson going? Robinson. There's Kenneth Walker again. There's Elam. David Bell. And green, Brian Robinson Jr. for Washington. Nice hit, Washington. And the last pack of the break. Can we do it? Can we kaboom? Cup. Cousins. Barkley. Greenard. Jacobs. Schultz. Oh. That is Fedarian Mathis for Washington. That's Boye Mafe. Sam Howell. Green D-Hop. And the last call, James Pierre. And Kid Reporter. So no kaboom out of those 10 boxes. They are rare. We know that. That's why they're worth what they're worth. Worth a lot of money. If you can get them. Overall, pretty good break though for an absolute retail break. A lot of good rookie names. Got a handful here that I want to sleeve up. Then we will find out who won the spot in the free football break. And of course we're going to do a review as well. We'll get the review out of the way first. For those of you who came in and maybe missed part of the break, you want to see what you may have gotten on the highlight cards. Trust me, if you had a team in here, you got at least one rookie card for your team probably. Some guys got a lot of rookie cards for their team. One thing with the Absolute, it is stacked with rookies. Interesting to see the collation of it though, and how every pack you opened up, it was almost like you could guess what the next card was because everything was coming in the same order. It was all grouped. All right. So this is going to be started out the review in no particular order when it comes to the first stack, which is going to be the veteran green parallels, because there were some pretty good names in here. D-Hop, Tyreek Hill, Trey Lance, Devonta Adams, J.K. Dobbins, Kyle Pitts, Justin Jefferson, Jonathan Taylor, Patty Mahomes, Steph Diggs. Those are pretty damn good names for greens. Now we'll go into no specific order either. We're going to have some duplicates in here. Base rookies of note: Christian Watson, by Storm, Malik Willis, Bailey Zappi. Introductions: Kenny Pickett, Tyquan Thornton, Kenneth Walker. There's a Pickett. We'll see how many Pickets we got. Where's that introductions Pickett? There it is. Let's see how many Pickets we got, because we got a lot of Pickets I'd like to count. By Storm Pickett, Damian Pierce, another Pickett, Breece Hall, Matt Corral, Jameson Williams. Now look, You're not going to see Jameson Williams in here again because I only top loaded one of them, but there's more in the stack. So a lot of these guys is multiple. So you see this Olave, there might be more Olaves. There probably are. Brian Robinson, there's definitely more Brian Robinsons. Hutchinson here, more Hutchinsons. There's more Garrett Wilsons in there too. But I just basically, when I would see a name like that, I would top load one of them just so that we had it. So this Kenny Pickett, we got 3 of them because there's a third one over here. And there's a Bailey Zappi over there too. So we got a couple Bailey Zappis. On the kaleidoscopes, Christian Kirk for the Jags. On the rookie side, Keontae Ingram. Is that how it is? Yeah, Keontae Ingram. On the rookie side for the kaleidoscope. Rookie greens, no specific order. All right, Robinson Jr. Breece Hall in the color match. That is Leo Chenal. That one is Jeremy Ruckert. Aiden Hutchinson. Sam Howell. That one's Brian Cook. That's Jerome Ford and David Ojabo. Minnesota. Oh no, for Baltimore. My bad. Ojabo is, I think, a linebacker too, right? Pretty good one. All right, let's oh, a couple other base rookies that I had over here. We had Desmond Ridder and a Malik Willis. Those were on the highlight. Get into all the mem cards that we got. All right, let's start with Devonta Smith on the burners. Matt Stafford on the championship fabric. Super Bowl mem card. Rookie force for the Cowboys, Jalen Tolbert. And this looks just to be a rookie card, a rookie mem card. There's no name to it. But David Bell for the Browns. Rookie force for the Ravens, Kyle Hamilton. And then again, another rookie, Pierre Strong Jr. for the Patriots. So overall, for a short money break, pretty good. You know, here's the stack of the other rest of the regular rookie cards. Just to give you an idea how many rookies there are in this. If I can get this one last card up. There you go. There's a few rookies in there. Definitely some sorting to go on. These were big name players. Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Tua Tagovailoa, you know, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, those kinds of guys. All in there. Jamar Chase. Pretty big stack of that too. So yeah. And oh yeah, I'm sorry. These were the sleeved rookie cards. Let me just add that these are all rookie cards as well. Whether they be introductions by Storm or base rookie cards, they are all rookie cards that will get soft sleeved, packaged up for you. So no shortage of rookies tonight. All right, let's jump on over and randomize our list here. So I think there's a couple new people in here. So the way I randomize is I go to this dice roller here from random.org and we roll the die. We look for a 4 or higher. If we get a 2 or a 3, we re-roll until we get a 4 or higher. Once we've established a 4 or higher, we take that number, we go to the list. This is the list of everyone in order who owns a team. So this would be Washington down at the bottom here. This would be Arizona up at the top. So that's how it works. It's just in the order of the team list. And we will randomize this list that many times. Whoever ends up on the top after we're done randomizing that number of times wins the spot in the free football break. And then you can just choose your spot, your number, by whatever's available on the list. I'll show you how to get there, and we'll congratulate you. You get your spot. In the last break, we pulled a Trey Lance autograph card to 25, worth $700. Now, yeah, he's hurt. It's probably worth 300 now, but still, it was a free break, so not a bad deal. So let's get to it. We'll roll the die. We have a 10. That is plenty high enough for us to do this. We'll randomize this 10 times. Good luck. There's 1, 2, 3. Oh, it didn't take. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times. One more time. Who's on top? William. Will William be there? I say that and I do this because I don't know how many times the person on top on the second to last randomization stayed on top. Now, it may not have been the number 1 spot that, or not the number 1 because we don't have the numbers on here. It may not have been this William. It could have been, you know, it might be this William that ends up on top over here, this one. But it's happened a lot. So here we go, guys. 10th time, final time. Winner, Todd. Congratulations, Todd. This was, I think, might be your first time winning. So Todd is the winner of the free spot. And how you get there is you go into the featured section here. And you find the winner number 2 post. And you will see the open spots. I don't see Todd in here yet, so this is his first win. So Todd, you're in the chat, so if you're still here, 1, 2, 6, 7, 9, 12, 14, 16, 18 through 23, and 26 through 32 are open. You want to throw it out in the chat, I'll fill you in right now live while we're here. So I'll keep an eye on the chat if you'd like. But other than that, guys, we are done with this break. It is over. Appreciate you guys filling the break. Appreciate your patience getting it filled. I know breaks don't fill as fast as they used to. But we're growing the group. It's getting bigger. And we'll start filling them even faster, and we'll start getting some bigger breaks going too at some point. But it's a process, you know. It doesn't happen overnight. We're just wrapped up our 2nd year overall in the business of breaking, and you know, it's a process. It is an absolute process. All right, so I don't see Todd claiming a spot yet, so we're going to call it a night. We're going to stop broadcasting here. I will tag him in the listing so he knows he got a spot, and he can pick a spot later. All right, guys, appreciate you joining the break. I will drop another break probably Sunday, maybe at 1 o'clock-ish, or maybe a little earlier because the games will be starting around 1. Maybe at noontime I'll drop it, but I would love your input on that post that I have on what you would like to see for a hobby box, or if you don't even want hobby, if you want all retail and what you would like. But just give me an idea what you're interested in, and I'll work it up. So, all right, guys, good night. Thanks again. See you later.